The one thing that a lot of YouTubers do not like to do when it comes to their channels is editing their videos. The thinking is, I just did this video, I want it to be done. Or, I did this video, I want to move on to doing the next video. But the problem is that if you keep on creating videos without putting much time into the editing, then the worst thing that could happen is that the wrong things show up in the video where you're supposed to cut out certain scenes that end up showing up within the video. But other than that basic stuff, you're missing out on a really big opportunity to make your videos highly engaging and to get those extra minutes watched and to really stand out amongst all of the other YouTube videos related to your niche. So the reason that editing videos is so important is because editing, if done professionally, if you don't just do it to get it done and create a video that's good enough, if you're doing things like adding music, adding text, going all in with the video editing, then you are creating a better experience for your viewers. It's not a matter of how many videos you create. It's a matter of what type of experience you are providing for your viewers within each video. So yes, this is the part where people do talk about providing value within the videos. That is important, but there are a lot of videos that provide value. If you look up like 10 SEO tips or something like that on YouTube right now, you will get hundreds or thousands of different videos all about it, 10 different tips. So all these videos, they're going to have at least 10 tips about SEO. Now, differences that make certain videos stand out. Maybe there are different tips, but let's say they all have the same value. Then at that point, the editing is going to make a huge difference as to which viewers watch how many minutes of a certain video. So if you have music at the start of your video to get your audience going, that is going to increase your watch time. And there are certain videos that we watch them and we get attracted to them, not just because of the value that we're getting provided, but also because there are certain effects in action that can only be brought forth by editing. So you have music in the background, for instance. The music grabs our attention. We end up watching the video for a longer period of time. Or there are intros, or there are proper segues that they're just designed to grab our attention. So video editing should not be viewed as this way to, you just gotta get it done so you can move on to the next video or so you can publish your video on YouTube. Video editing needs to be viewed as a way to make your videos better, but more importantly, more engaging. You could create a highly valuable video that is not engaging at all, and then people will end up tuning out of your YouTube video and watching someone else's, even though you provide excellent value, because it's not engaging enough from start to finish. So you have to edit videos with that in mind, and you may right now view editing as something that you do not enjoy doing, but you have to make it more enjoyable for yourself, and there are several ways you could do that. The key thing though is I think the reason people do not like to edit is because they think of all of the other things that they have to do. So maybe you're thinking about, oh, I don't know, promoting it on social media. Maybe you're thinking about the blog post you have to write. Maybe you're thinking about creating a product. There are a lot of different things that we think about, and there are a lot of different things we have to accomplish, but the problem is if you give yourself too big a list, then editing is not going to get the amount of time it deserves if you are only looking at creating videos as create video, edit it so that it's good enough, and then publish. You do not want to edit a video just to make it good enough, because the videos that really stand out are the ones with professional editing and special effects in addition to the value. So you have the value. A lot of people are good at providing the value, but you have to get better at editing in order to truly utilize YouTube and video marketing in general, because the edits, if you add the right effects, will result in people staying on your YouTube videos for a longer period of time. So there was a point when I was thinking about trying to create one YouTube video every day for this channel. Now, the good news is that that would have given people a lot of content, a lot of videos to go through, but the bad news is that if I did that every single day, one new YouTube video, and I had to do all the other things for my business, my time gets spread way too thin, and as a result, I'm only editing videos to get rid of the parts where like I'm not talking because I'm looking down at my notes or something of that nature. I'm not editing the video thinking, how can I add music at certain points to make it better? Or how can I add text? Or how can I just make this a better experience in addition to the value that I'm already providing within the video? The video editing phase is a phase that you'll either want to get through as quickly as possible, or you will really sit down and edit the video and maybe spend an hour on each video, even if it's just a 10-minute video, just to make it as good as possible for your audience. So instead of doing one video per day, I've decided to just do one video per week in order to edit high-value videos. Now, the thing about editing, it does take a lot of time, and there are people who are going to still get annoyed by the editing process. I mean, you're editing the video, you're thinking, why can't I just publish this thing already? So what you can do if you fall on that boat, and I sometimes fall on that boat myself, is you could do live streaming in which you do a live stream video and then you turn that live stream into a YouTube video. More live streaming platforms like Periscope and Blab are making it easier for you to get those files and then you just turn them into YouTube videos. You get the MP4 file, and you don't really have to edit live streams that much at all because people saw the live stream, they want it to be the same exact way that they saw it the first time, and those are the videos that you don't really have to edit as much compared to videos that you're recording, they're not live, and since the video is not live, you need to make sure that video is of high value and of much more value and much more engaging than a live stream video. So that's where all the editing comes in for a video like that. But for live streaming, you do not have to really edit them nearly as much. So if you want to create a lot of videos, my recommendation is to do one YouTube video in which you spend a lot of time editing to provide an engaging experience, and then for the videos you do not want to edit, the video ideas, you would do live streams for those instead so that you don't have to edit them. You want to make this as easy as possible for yourself to just sit down and spend a lot of time editing and making it very engaging for your audience, because that will result in more minutes watched, more subscribers, more shares, and all the things like that. But if you're someone who still wants to crank out one video per day, but your time's getting spread way too thin with all this editing, then you could just go to live streaming for most of the videos. You'll get a lot of people for the live stream, and then you'll get them on YouTube as well, and you don't have to necessarily edit those in order for them to provide value. But when you have the opportunity to edit, make sure you sit down, leverage that opportunity, and focus less on how can I crank out as many videos as possible, and more on how can I crank out videos that they're not just valuable, they are also engaging and they get the minutes watched. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you want me to do some video about something specific within the digital marketing niche, then I highly encourage you to post that video suggestion within the comments section, and whether you give a like or a dislike to this video, I appreciate those just so I can see how I'm doing with my YouTube channel and which types of videos I need to be focusing on the most. And finally, if you are someone on Twitter who wants to get more retweets, then I have attached within this description a link to my free book, 27 Ways to Get More Retweets on Twitter. So if you are interested, definitely check that out. So, signing off, I hope this video has served you, and what I want you to do is to dream big, achieve greatness, and unlock your potential today.